Hey penguins, welcome back to my channel. So this was a most requested video from a girl named right here, because I can't remember what her name is, so we're just going to see it right here. Okay, so basically she wanted to know how to pick your foundation shade. Yes, it can be hard, but it's fairly easy. You need to figure out if you look better in gold or silver. I am one of those people who are neutral. I look good in both gold and silver. But which one do I prefer? I prefer gold over silver just because it's my preference. But when it comes to makeup, I am very neutral. But sometimes I like to go over into the warmer side of things when it comes to winter, and I like to go over to the cooler side of things when it comes to summer. I don't know what it is. It's just my thing. So the first thing to figure that out is figure out if you're warm or cool, or if you're neutral. Now at MAC, we have W for warm, C for neutral, C for cool, and then no letter at all for neutral. It's just a number. So I'm going to show you some different shades. Okay, so I have some NCs, I have some NWs from MAC that I bought like a while ago. And I'm just going to show you. This is a NC40, this is a NW40. So these are both 40s, but you can obviously see one's cool and one's warm. So yeah. And then we also have NC50, which is my color. And you can see this is what I do at work. I like put it up to the skin to see if it's going to match. This is a tad bit on the, I kind of want to say like a darker side when it's on my skin, because I'm very neutral, so me putting on a warm tone, it's going to be darker. But yeah. Now when I'm in the store at like, say your drugstore, I used to wear tons of drugstore makeup, so ladies, I got you. When you're in the drugstore and you're trying to find your shade, doing this method really helps. Put it up to your skin after you find out if you're warm or neutral. Warm, cool, or neutral. Put it up to your skin and kind of look at yourself. You know what I mean? Kind of look at yourself and see. Bring a mirror. I always have a mirror, and I'm just gonna kind of like look at myself and see, would this match? I think it would. Now, that's just the easy way of doing, color matching. Another way you can do is ask at the drugstore if you can open up one for a sampler. And if they say no, then just buy it, literally open it, try it on your skin, rub it in. If it doesn't work, return it. I do it all the time. And one thing that I always want to say to you guys, if you're going to match your foundation because you don't know what you want, wear a bare face, or at least have like a place on your face where you can wipe off and, color match. I always try to go in the drugstore with a bare face if I'm looking for foundation, because it just makes everything easier for me, because I can see what it really looks like when I don't have any makeup on. I was going to film this with no makeup on, but I did a makeup tutorial for you guys, so I'm sorry about that. But it's normally easy, like when you go into a Sephora or something, it's a lot easier to go in with a bare face, because that way you know exactly what's going to look good on your skin. And remember, you can always build. If you have a medium to full coverage, you can always build it up to be super full coverage. Now, another thing is when you're doing concealer, I always try to go 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin tone for concealer for highlighting purposes. Now, if you're that person that doesn't really do all that highlighting and contouring and whatnot, then you can get away with doing a concealer that's the exact same color as your skin. I totally recommend it. I used to do it before I knew the wonderful advantages of highlighting and contouring. But it's okay. You can totally get away with it. Another thing you need to be in mind of is, are you allergic to something? Or also makeup oxidizes. So like Revlon makeup, it oxidizes. So the longer it's on your skin, it gets like darker. So just remember that. I used to get their darkest shade, and I definitely noticed that throughout the day my face was a lot darker than it was at the beginning of the day. So I tried to go a shade lighter than my skin tone because it gets darker throughout the day. So that's something about Revlon. But if you have a good powder, it shouldn't matter too much. And I always use my Coty Airspun translucent powder, which kind of washes me out anyway. So it's not a super big deal. But just keep oxidizing in mind. Okay, because obviously Lexi can't speak with 2 piercings through her mouth. I think that's all to say about it, honestly, because it's not really hard. You just have to remember, are you warm, cool, or neutral? You can find that out if you look good in silver or if you look good in gold. And yeah, just wear a plain face when you go figure out if it's your color or not, and try it on that way. But those are my tips, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I love you forever. Bye, penguins. Mwah.
I wanna ride when no one else can follow me. Find a calm from the wreckage and the danger of this swelling sea.